What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD. We're here today with what some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know of. This is the second episode of our Crimson City Discord Q&A that we do have over on the Crimson City Discord server. You have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm going to touch base really quick because there are a lot of new subscribers since the last time I did one of these. There's going to be a card somewhere around my head that has the first episode of the Discord Q&A. It's going to be over here. I got to remember mirroring my hands on a webcam and whatnot. But there's going to be that for the first episode. Go check that out if you have no idea what this is. But if you don't want to go watch a whole 20-minute-ish video of me just kind of talking and you guys want to hear about what this is, let me tell you what it is. So we have a Discord server. Link is going to be in the description for both Discord, the program, and then the link to join my Discord server. So first you need the program in order to do it. It is free. It is like Skype. It is a million times better than Skype. Definitely go download that. And then next, you're going to click on the link in the description to go join my specific Discord server. There's a ton of stuff that we have going on right now where I'm gearing up for Sun and Moon. That's where we talk a lot of the times when we're doing streams. I've got a room set up for Wi-Fi battles once those come back for Sun and Moon. Overwatch, stuff like that, talking about spoilers, talking about events that I'm going to. If you guys are there, we can talk about stuff like that. And also, we are doing a Q&A where you guys ask me up to 3 questions, as long as they're tasteful. If you don't know what a tasteful question is, if you have to ask whether or not a question is tasteful, don't ask it. Let's just put it that way. You guys get to ask me up to 3 questions, and I go through and I record my Q&A, and it's kind of like getting to know each other. It's utilizing the Discord space, so definitely come check it out if you have not already. If you guys have been patiently awaiting this, the last one was months ago. This one has taken me probably, let's see, the first question in this session was asked on September 9th. And it is, I'm not going to break the fourth wall because it is crazy. I don't know if when this is going to be up, but it is almost 2 months later. So let's go on ahead and kick it off. Like I said, make sure you guys join down below if you guys are pumped for not necessarily the return, but the lack of a delay on this series. Make sure you leave a like on the video. Your support is definitely appreciated by me. And let's get started. Question 1. What is your least favorite thing about the Pokemon games? My least favorite thing about the Pokemon games is that up until, I believe it was Black and White or Black and White 2, 5th gen's very foggy to me. I believe up until then, there was not an option for a challenge mode. And even in order to get the challenge mode with those games, you needed to beat the original story first. I don't know. That just seems like a bit too much to me. I think when you start off an RPG, easy, hard, medium, easy, hard, medium, easy, medium, hard. I think that should be the way that it goes. That's definitely probably my least favorite thing about the Pokemon games. Question 2. What Pokemon type is your favorite? Now, a lot of you guys know my mascot to be Arcanine, and a lot of you guys also know in recent days, months now at this point, that Suicune has slowly climbed the ladder to definitely tied for my top favorite Pokemon, actually. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, oh, well, his favorite type is fire. Oh, well, his favorite type is water. My favorite type, personally, is actually the Steel type. I loved... Gen 2 is my favorite. They introduced Steel and Dark, and there are a bunch of edgelords, Sasuke Uchihas out there who are like, oh, yes, Dark-type Pokemon to fuel my angst. But I really liked Steel types. I really liked that they took that and already applied... They didn't apply it to any pre-existing Pokemon, the Dark typing. But they applied the Steel typing to Magnemite and Magneton, obviously. And then Steelix and Scizor were both 2 of my absolute favorite Pokemon. So definitely my favorite typing has to be the Steel type. Question 3. Are you my dad? I really hope not, because we need to have a long talk. I need to figure out who your mother is. There is some back child support that needs to be paid. There is a lot of stuff going on that I'm just not ready for that. Question 4. What did you used to do before YouTube? What did I used to do before YouTube? Let's see. What did I do with all the abundant time that I have on my hands? I pretty much sat in a chair in front of a computer and played video games nonstop. That's pretty much all I did up until the point when I figured, why not just do this? Outside of YouTube, though, I've pretty much stayed several jobs within the restaurant industry. That's been my big thing. That has always been very comfortable for me, I guess. Not really comfortable. It's something that I've grown accustomed to. I've been working in the restaurant industry since I was 13, so 10 years now. And it is definitely something that I enjoy. Outside of YouTube, video games, I enjoy going to shows. You guys see, I mean, the We Came as Roman's flag, the Memphis Mayfire poster right here. I've got Set list lined up all over there. I've got posters covering my living room, stuff like that. I enjoy golfing from time to time. I enjoy bowling. I enjoy, I don't know, just going out with my friends, having some fun, doing those types of things. Question 5. When are you going to let new people that don't have any league experience or little league experience in the CCBL? So for those of you guys who don't know what the CCBL is, it was the Crimson City Battle League. It was a league we started in the Discord. Unfortunately, huge flop. Huge flop on my part. I'm not just going to say, oh, the people who joined didn't take it seriously. I didn't take it seriously. I had a lot of stuff going on. A lot of other people had a lot of stuff going on. It was the transition from summer into fall. So a lot of people were going back to school. I had issues with my family. I had issues. It was during when my computer broke down. So it was a lot of stuff. So we're just going to call it on hold for right now. We might bring it back with Sun and Moon once people start having more league experience with Sun and Moon. We might try to do something like that. But for right now, kiboshed. Which Pokemon region would you live in? So I really like the Alola region. I really like how they're doing everything right now. I love the Hawaii set. I love that there's the islands that you have to travel to. I love all that stuff. I think it's super cool. But Johto has always had a special place in my heart. I would definitely go live in Johto. I would probably live either in Mahogany Town or I would live in probably Ecruteak City. I think Ecruteak City is definitely... I feel like Ecruteak. I'm going to say Ecruteak City and then Mahogany Town. Something like that. Something like that would definitely happen. But definitely the Johto region. If you were to one day wake up as a Pokemon like in Mystery Dungeon, what move would you use to destroy all your enemies? I've never played a Mystery Dungeon game, so I don't know if it's just one move or if I can have a move, but if I had to pick a move that I would destroy my enemies with, it would probably... I'm going to go with Thunder Wave. I'm going to say Thunder Wave would definitely be the move. Just because it destroys them slowly. It just breaks their will. It breaks their spirit because they've got a 25% chance to not move. And then I can just continue to batter at them. And which starter Pokemon would you choose and why? So that's always been a long time running question, mainly because my ideal starter always changes. I never know which starter that I want to use. I never know which... typing of the three is my favorite. I like the fire starters. Sometimes in generations I like the water starters. Sometimes blah 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 blah. If I had to choose a starter Pokemon, it would be a Turtwig because it would evolve into a Torterra and I could ride on its back and we would be the best of friends and we would travel the world and be oh my god, that'd be so cool. I would totally love to have a Torterra. Should you fuckle with Shuckle? No, do not fuckle with Shuckle. I hate Shuckle. It is a horrible Pokemon. I don't care if it was released in my favorite generation. It needs to not exist. Why? Because. Who's your favorite Five Nights at Freddy's character? You know... part of me just wants to take the default answer and say I love them all. Part of them wants me to think outside the box and say my favorite Five Nights at Freddy's character is the king of Five Nights at Freddy's himself, because I do love me some Markiplier. But I am definitely... you guys actually see I'm a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fan. You guys see over here, I've got my little Freddy Fazbear over there next to all my Pikachus and stuff too. I don't know if you guys ever see that. Because I'm normally blocking it. Got Freddy Fazbear. We got Sailor Pikachu from 2015 Worlds. We've got Perfect Couple Pikachu right over here. We've got my Generations Elite box, I believe. No, that's not the Generations. It's the 20th anniversary Elite Trainer box. No, it's not Generations, is it? Elite Trainer box for the 20th anniversary thingamadoodad. And then the 2016 Worlds Pikachu, Conductor Pikachu, my Overwatch poster, my, it is Generations. That's what I thought. My Generations little hangout, my Nuka-Cola, all that fun stuff. A ton of computer duster because you can never have enough computer duster lying around. But that's a tangent. My favorite Five Nights at Freddy's character would have to be probably Foxy. I definitely like that most of the game is pretty, I don't know, triggerable, and at least in the first and second one, but then Foxy just comes up and bam! Either Foxy or Mangle. That's the other one. If you were to able be a mod in only one person's live stream, who would it be? Here's the thing I feel about that, because I feel like among content creators, there is a social stigma that, like, your friends are your mods in your streams, and that's how it used to be. Pretty much anytime I had, like, a friend who was also a streamer or also a YouTuber or whatnot, they were a mod in my stream. And that was, like, the thing where it was like, oh, hey, look, it's my friend, it's, a mod. I definitely don't have enough time to actively mod people's streams, to moderate people's streams as much as I'd like to. I think it's really cool. I think that people who do moderate for any Twitch streamer in general, you are providing a service that is incredibly invaluable. I personally love from the bottom of my heart every single one of my Twitch moderators when they're able to help out with a live stream. Even when they're not able to help out, when they can help out, the fact that they help out is just so invaluable to me that I can't properly express it. So I actually would not be a mod in Only Person's live stream. I think if I had to choose one, just because I know there's like 1,200 people there daily. But I think I know, because I'm familiar with most of the mods in the chat, I would say either A-Drive stream, or I would say Steven SMK Gaming, just because I'm familiar with both of their like mod groups enough to where they would like not judge me for being such a horrible moderator. So those would probably be my two that I would choose. What type of pie do you like? And if not pie, what about cake? I feel like I have to be in the mood for pie. I'm not going to say I don't like pie. I'm going to acknowledge that I do enjoy pie, but it's not one of those things that I like come home from work and I'm like, man, it has been a long day. Pie. It's not one of those things. It's not one of those things. Same thing with cake. It's not like I just come home and I'm like, boy, I am so beat. I just want a nice slice of cake. That's not how I feel about it. I kind of go between the two. So I'll answer both. If I like pie and cake. My favorite type of pie is a cherry pear pie that my cousin makes, actually. It is delicious. I request it anytime I'm able to. Cherry pear pie. My dad started to learn how to make it, so that was, it's so good. I love that. Favorite type of cake would have to be pineapple upside down cake. You guys see there's like a theme here with like citrusy fruits and cherries and stuff like that. Those are what I like, but definitely, so cherry pear pie, pineapple upside down cake. What question should I ask you? You should have asked me what my favorite type of coffee was. On a scale of 1 to yes, what is your favorite color out of the alphabet? I think choosing a favorite color out of the alphabet is pretty hard, but I'd have to say anywhere from Cheerios to Light Switch. Anywhere in that gap between Cheerios to Light Switch would probably be my favorite color. If you had to be anything other than a human, what would you be? Only things on Earth and non-fictional. If I had to be anything other than a human, I've always said this, and I believe I talked about it a little bit in the last Q&A. I would love to be able to fly. I think being, part of me wants to say like an albatross, because those things fly so high up. However, they are the ones that like get caught in airplane turbines. As gruesome as that is, it's true. It's true. Some sort of bird, maybe, what's the word I'm looking for here? A hawk? A hawk would be cool. They like fly around. But no, I'd want to fly long distances. I don't know. A bird that can fly long distances. That's what I would be. That is definitely what I would be. If not that, probably a bear. When is the first Q&A video coming out? Like 3 months ago? Is the Crimson City ready to catch the state champs cover? I really need to work on that. I have the file on my desktop. For those of you guys who don't know, myself and Scott, the person who asked the question, are working on a cover that will be uploaded to the channel? Question mark? I don't know. It's going to be really cool. I want to upgrade a little bit more of my equipment before I do that, because I like this microphone, but I want a better microphone. So that's on my to-do list before I get that. That should be hopefully pretty soon. But I definitely would really enjoy doing that sometime in the next few months. Definitely want to touch that up together. It's going to be super fun. I cannot express how excited I am to do that with you, Scott. I don't know. I just blew a kiss. Whatever! How long are we going to keep the "you got me fucked up" joke going? I don't think we've made that joke in a while. I don't think it hasn't been for a while. If you were a Pokemon, what move do you think would be the most ignoring? For example, Thief. If I were in a battle, it'd be one of those moves where it's like a 2-stage process where they vanish on the first turn, so like fly, bounce, dive, shadow force, etc., etc. It'd be one of those moves where I'm like getting ready to go in for my attack, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, where did they go? Where did they go? I can't hit them. That would definitely be probably my most annoying move. Or the move that I find the most annoying. That'd probably be it. Latios or Latias? I always feel like the more power you have, the better it is, and I feel like Latios is typically considered more offensive. And somebody's gonna yell at me about stats, but I don't know him offhand. But I'm pretty sure that's why in GBA I drafted Latios over Latias, because I definitely thought it was more powerful than Latias. Latias is super cool, cleric, healing wish, defog, all that fun stuff. But I definitely like an offensive Latios a lot more. What do I think is the most underrated game on the DS/3DS? You know, truth be told, I have not played any games outside of the Pokemon series on the DS or the 3DS. I mean, I have. I've got a copy of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time sitting over there. I bought that because I was like, yo, that'll be pretty cool. Literally never touched it. I played like Nintendogs back in the day. Like, other than that, it has only been strictly Pokemon games. I'm trying to think, what else? There wasn't a Yu-Gi-Oh game that I played. There wasn't a Dragon Ball Z game. Yeah. Okay, Nintendogs. Would you rather be 1 horse-sized duck or 12 duck-sized horses? So, I'm either a really big duck, or do I have like this like hive mind among all the horses? Because that would be cool in theory, until it came down to being like my own consciousness was a hive mind among all these horses. Is that if controlling a hive mind of horses was not as hard as it sounds, then I'd probably do that. But if not, I'd go with the 1 horse-sized duck. Can I borrow your 6-iron? Only if you can teach Mitch how to stir Nutella into his coffee. What was the first metal band I've ever heard? I can't say for certain what the first metal band I ever heard, like what the first music was that I heard that was considered metal music. But I do know that in high school, there was a very lengthy period of time where I thought Disturbed was the best band on the planet. I listened there wasn't a bad thing about any song they wrote on. Nowadays, I'm older, I'm smarter about stuff. I have my favorite bands now, but I can listen to a band's album and go, wow, that's not really a good song. But back in the day, you could not point out a single Disturbed song to me that I could not say, oh, that's 10 out of 10. Best song ever. Best song you'll ever listen to. So that's probably the first one. That's probably the first band that comes to mind as far as like the first metal band I don't think it's the first one that I've ever heard, but it's definitely the first one that I ever was like really into. When will you stop YouTube because you are bad at it? JK, I love you. You know, I try so hard, and I just want to do videos, and now I'm bad at it. And oh wait, no, he was kidding. He loves me. Never mind. Where's Baguette and my duck? Who would you make mod right now, and why isn't it Char? What is your opinion on Life Orb Trick Room Aromatisse? Completely overlooked. Completely overlooked, underrated. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Definitely a great set. Who is your least favorite viewer and why is it David? I don't have any least favorite viewers. I don't know. I'd have to say that if I had to like just pick something that just kind of gnawed at me, it would be like purposeful trolls. Like, I get what they're trying to do, but I don't like people who troll stuff like comment sections, people who troll stuff like the Q&A. And there have been trolly questions, and I'm sure there will continue to be trolly questions that I'll still answer. However, it's just like, why are you going out of your way to make this quality, the quality of this content less wholesome? Why are you doing that? Why are you attempting to do that? Like, what causes you to do that? I don't know. I should really become a scientist and look into like why trolls are trolls. In response to that question, why does Roman hate Sensational GP? Yeah, Roman! If you could make a new type for a Pokemon game, what would it be called? What would it be weak to? What would it be super effective against? Can't be broken or overpowered? I'm not going to go too much into that, but I did really like, I think it was the sound type Pokemon that people were theorizing about, because like moves like Hyper Voice and stuff like that are like normal, Boom Burst, all that fun stuff, Chatter, Growl, all those cool things are obviously, Growl's not an attacking move, obviously. However, The sound type would be really cool. I mean, we have a dark type. What exactly is darkness? What is sound if not just another sense? Darkness is the vision, perceiving the lack of light. So I'd probably have to say sound typing would be really cool. Be super effective against fire, because you blow out fire. I don't know. It'd be weak against rock and steel. Same thing that like normal type and is weak to. I don't know. I don't know. When are you going to learn Premiere? When I finally have time to learn it. Do you love me? When's our co-op gonna happen? Is mayonnaise an instrument? Yes, I love you. I don't really do co-ops with people. Mayonnaise is an instrument. What are some of your favorite films? Okay, so one of my all-time favorite films definitely is The Nightmare Before Christmas. I think Tim Burton can actually do no wrong. In my eyes, Tim Burton can do no wrong. But Nightmare Before Christmas, hands down, is one of my top 5 favorite films. What's the other one? Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, absolutely fantastic. I love all those movies. Definitely some great films to watch. I don't know how you've never gone without watching a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but definitely a film series you should check out. And then anything with Will Ferrell or Kevin Hart, both those guys are hysterical. I love their work. As far as like a cinematic masterpiece, one of my favorite movies would have to be, I don't know, I can't really think of any cinematic masterpiece. I don't watch a lot of movies personally, but the ones that I do watch, I am like really invested into. Who's your favorite party member out of the Scrambled Egg Lock? I definitely think the one that I grew the most attached to was probably Fireheart, just because he was our ace. If not, I really had a soft spot for Lola too. Those two were definitely two of my favorites that we had, just because those two just really stick out to me. It was Lola the Jinx and Fireheart the Flygon. Will you ever play a Pokemon fan game or another ROM hack on the channel? I really like Drayano's ROM hacks, and I haven't seen another ROM hack that has been super just out there, just really awesome. I mean, I'm sure they exist, but none of them have really caught my eye. I have a really short attention span when it comes to Let's Playing a game. After I get to, like, episode mid-teens, I'm like, okay, this is fun. But I'm probably gonna end up playing Insurgents when Suze ends up finishing that, just because I want to see the full experience of it. I only played it, I think, up through, I don't know, maybe an hour into it a long time ago. But Insurgents will probably be the first like fan game on the channel outside of what we did of Uranium. Have you ever thought of the friends that you had in the past and about rekindling the relationship? Great question, Tom. Actually, this brings up two people as I hold up 4 fingers, 2 people in particular that I can think of. First one being first being a person that a lot of you guys know of, is a good friend of mine, and he does do some editing for the channel. His name is Mitch, aka MoltenSlowa. Definitely one of my good friends. I met him actually 5 years ago now. 6 years ago now, because it was the fall of 2010, because it was college. Okay, so I met him 6 years. Wow, I've actually known him 6 years. That's wild. I've known Mitch 6 years, and we didn't really have a relationship that we needed to rekindle. And no, we actually did need a relationship that needed rekindling. We just kind of fell out of touch. He started going to a major college, and I started to be, I was a manager at the time, and he was doing his thing, and I was doing my thing. And we tried to link up every so often if our schedules would meet up. If he was in town, if I was out that way, we'd, try to do our best. But now that we are both on with our lives, he graduated from college, I'm pursuing YouTube. Now that we're both doing that, we kind of rekindled, started talking again, started hanging out. He came out here and we're like, whoa, like, you, like, do YouTube and stuff. And I was like, yeah. He's like, cool, I do, like, video editing and production and stuff. And I was like, cool, like, do you play Overwatch? He's like, I play Overwatch. I was like, we just became best friends again. I'm just going to leave it with that story. There's another story for another time, but I'm going to leave it with that one just because it's a good one. Definitely shout out to Mitch. I love you, bud. Have you ever considered learning how to produce music with a digital workstation and all? I got you if you ever want to. Scott, I have thought about learning that because I think it'd be really cool, just given the fact that this is like my workspace right here is this. I don't have like a full studio, But I feel like right now I don't have the time. Down the road, I would definitely love to, but not presently. If you could go back in time and tell a younger you one thing, what would it be? I'd probably go to myself in, like, my senior year. No, probably not. I'd probably go even younger. I'd probably go to, like, my sophomore year in high school, because that's when I was really uncertain about things that I wanted to do. And I'd tell myself to, like, pick up YouTube, because I think the only regret that I have in life would be that I didn't start doing YouTube sooner, because I had the idea for it. I was just like, no, that's dumb. That won't work. And now here we are. Do I follow any religion? If I told you you are one of my inspirations, what would you answer me if I could tell you this in person? One of the things I don't like talking about in any realm of life, at least as far as a public front goes, is religion and politics, so I'm going to skip over that question. However, Ruben, if you were to tell me that I was one of your inspirations, what would you answer me if I could tell you this in person? I would probably, like, thank you from the bottom of my heart and give you the biggest bear hug I probably could. Am I a good Pokemon? I feel like I'd be an okay Pokemon. I feel like me personally, like Crimson CBAD as a Pokemon would end up in, like, NU, like NU, low end of RU, like, so, like, BL4, like, into NU. That's probably where I'd end up. So I'm an okay Pokemon. How far will you go to do some Pokemon TCG content on the channel? So I did some Pokemon TCG on the channel, and I really liked it. I really liked the whole pack opening business. I thought it was super fun. But I did some TCG content. I don't know. I don't think it was super well received, but I do enjoy it. I do. If money wasn't tight right now, I'd probably do more of it, what with Generations out and whatnot. But because I have a bunch of trips coming up because it's Christmas time, I might ask for, like, some Pokemon cards for Christmas and then open those. But TCG is definitely on a hold for right now. Think of a song you know all the words to. What is the first one that comes to mind? I Write Sins Not Tragedies by Panic at the Disco. Do I believe in our Lord and Savior Arceus? No, I believe in the Rhydonology. Have I played Nihilumber yet? No. Do I have a favorite stand-up comedian? I go through spurts. It definitely depends on my own style of sense of humor at the time, because, I mean, back in the day, I enjoyed Dane Cook, and nowadays I think Dane Cook is absolute trash. But if I had to pick out, I think Daniel Tosh is pretty funny. I think Kevin Hart is very funny. I think Donald Glover is very funny. I think Jim Gaffigan is very funny. Those are, like, the first few ones that come to mind. Will there be anything left to find out for ourselves in Sun and Moon other than stats and move pools by the time it comes out? So seeing how this question was asked on September 15th, and it is now within a short amount of time before Sun and Moon come out, we have now received way more information in the past 2 months, especially with the data mines and the leaks and whatnot, but that's not official information, so I won't regard that. But I'm really curious as to why they're giving us so much. That's what really makes me curious, because I think at this point, there are only stats and move pools left. There might be, like, plot. You can't data mine plot. At least I don't think you can. But I think all that's left is just the storyline. Least favorite Pokemon from Sun and Moon so far. What milestones would you like to break by this time next year? Will you be going to PAX East next year? Least favorite Pokemon from Sun and Moon so far. There's one that I always forget about. There's one Morlul. That's the Pokemon that is my least favorite. We already have mushroom Pokemon, fungi Pokemon, and this thing has not shown any evolutions yet. I mean, there was the rumor about, like, Parasect and Morlul, and it creates, like, an Alolan Parasect, but I think that was disproven, I don't know. But that is, like, I just look at that Pokemon and I'm like, why are you a thing? Milestones that I like to break by this time next year, I don't know. I don't know what to expect with Sun and Moon coming, so I can't go for milestones as far as numbers go. But by this time next year, I definitely would like to. This would be my focus. And my job right now would be, like, back burner, picking up extra cash on the weekends if I need it. But that's my only real milestone for this time next year as far as it goes. Things that concretely I know. I don't know about numbers. I don't know about all that fun stuff. But that is where I'd like to be at this time next year. Will I be going to PAX East next year? Yes, I will be. PAX East is my new favorite thing. I love going to it. I'm actually going to South in San Antonio, Texas, from the 27th through the 29th, if anybody's going to that. But if not, I will definitely be in attendance at PAX East. I've got my tickets, I got my hotel, I just need my plane, and we are living. Which Pokemon is considered a good Pokemon? None of them at all if you ask the professional Pokemon battler. What's in the box? Not sure if this was asked, but who was your inspiration in life and why? You know, I don't have, like, an inspiration in life. I don't have somebody that I look to, and in every aspect of their life, I strive to be like that. That moves me more. There are people who have several aspects of their life that do inspire me to do better. There are people who have aspects of their life that I would not like to have, and I can't just choose one person. Is anything revealed for Sun and Moon a good Pokemon? I love Rowlet. The entire evolutionary line is cheeks. It is going to be the best thing ever. Do I like my syrup room temp or refrigerated? Refrigerated is the only way to eat your syrup on your pancakes, waffles, French toast, whatever you eat syrup on. Any other things are just wrong. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles are superior because you get, like, the little indentations to, like, put the butter on for the waffle, and it, like, holds that in the syrup, and it's just so good. If you could move anywhere, where would it be, and why? Part of me has always wanted to go to Australia, but I'm afraid to death of all their animals and whatnot, and everybody's heard about Australia and all that fun business. I would also like to go out to California at some point in my life. I've never been out there. I think it'd be a really cool place to go to. I think with all the industry of what I do out there, I think it'd be a really nice place to just have access to. But another part of me wants to move to, like, the East Coast because I have so many friends just right up and down the Atlantic Ocean on that coastline. Obviously not right on the ocean, but so many friends that it'd be really awesome to just be in a driving distance from, that I would want to do that. So definitely, like, either absolute West Coast or absolute East Coast. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo lately. What do you think about tattoos? I think tattoos are really cool. I don't personally have any because I have never thought of something that I would just want to get committed permanently on my flesh. I've thought about, like, stuff here. I've thought about, like, stuff here. I've thought about, like, stuff on my chest. I've thought about, like, on my back. I've thought about, like, on my arms. I don't know what I want to do. If I ever think of an idea, though, I'm going to make sure that it is all over social media and people will know. But I think tattoos are a really cool thing. Can we please do a Dark Souls co-op? Unfortunately, the only person who I'm going to be able to do a Dark Souls co-op is with Mitch, and that's just because he has just been asking to do Dark Souls on the channel, and he wants to do, it's going to be like this weird thing that we do, but one of these, eventually you guys will see what I'm talking about. Xenoverse 2, thoughts, opinions, race? Technically it's 4 questions, but I'm just going to treat it as one. Xenoverse 2 is really cool. I've currently got it on pre-order. It's out as of right now, but I have not gotten to pick up my game. It looks really cool. I love that they're going into, like, Dragon Ball Super, and I love that Goku Black is a playable character, even though I have not watched any of Super. Somebody's going to chastise me for saying that. But I definitely think it's cool that they brought it all the way through Super. If I had to choose a race, I'd have to stick with a Saiyan. I mean, I know the other races are cool, like, oh my god, you can be like a Frieza, oh my god, you can be like a Namekian, oh my god, you can be like a Cell character, or whatever races there are. Saiyan definitely will always be my pick. Always, 100% of the time, absolutely. Who are you, please? I am not please. I am Chase. Is this still happening? Because I have the burning question of whether or not we'll ever see the return of the hit series VG-CBAD. VG-CBAD was fun. VG-CBAD was a lot of fun because I got to learn more about VGC and stuff. The only unfortunate part with VG-CBAD was that I was banned from the battle spot because I gen my Pokemon. Someone out there is triggered because I just said I gen my Pokemon on YouTube. However, I really don't care. I don't. And because they caught that one of them was an illegal Pokemon, they banned my thing from Battle Spot. Cool, I respect that. That's your rules. But I could not play on the ranked ladder anymore. Hopefully with Sun and Moon comes out, I'll probably pick up an extra cartridge or two. So I have 1 or 2 dedicated games for not being banned from the Battle Spot. And hopefully we'll see a return for Sun and Moon. Thoughts on the Nintendo Switch? I think it's really cool. I think it is a really cool concept. I really am going to need to wait for actual reviews to come in before I even consider putting out money on that. Well, guys, that is it. That is going to be it for the second installment of the Discord Q&A. If I did not get a chance to answer your question, I answered every question in here, actually. But if you guys have a question you'd like to answer me, remember, like I said, in the description below, there will be a website in which you can download the Discord program through, and you can also join our Discord server via another link down there. So definitely come check it out. I will have a new server up in the morning after recording this, so that way you guys can start asking your questions for episode 3. Hopefully that'll be up sometime before 2017. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like on the video. Your support is definitely appreciated by me, and it shows that you guys are enjoying this type of content. Also, make sure to, like I said, join the Discord. If you guys are watching this and you guys want to learn more about me, here's your chance. Here's your opportunity. So I know I interact with you guys a lot through Twitter and YouTube comments and stuff, but Discord is also another great way to interact with not only me, but also your other favorite content creators. I'm going to remind you guys to be great and do great. Bop! I'm going to let this outro bang, and I'm going to talk to you guys soon. Later.